Good evening, class. I'm Markissa Lewis, and I will be talking to you today about the corporal punishment, also known as the death penalty. Now, I decided to have us meet in this open forum, the courtroom. What better way to talk about this topic than to be right in the place where this decision will be made? Should this person be sentenced to death? Now, I want you guys to sit here comfortably, but just use your imagination and start thinking about this. In 1998, September of 1998, a man by the name of Michael Paseo was executed. Now you want to say, what's the significance about this guy? Well, let me tell you about this story. Mr. Paseo was going through a very rough time and was divorcing his second wife, with whom he had a child with, a daughter by the name of Maggie. She was 2 years old. Now, this was a very fierce divorce battle, and of course, as we know, the children get pulled in it, so custody became a big issue also. So on one day, November of 1998, Mr. Paseo decided to go pick up Maggie, and that he did. They were in his truck. He decided to douse his truck with gasoline and light it on fire. Yes, light it on fire. Now Maggie, picture this, is in the back seat strapped in her car seat while he sat in the front. Well, the flames and the fumes began to get so hot, he decided he couldn't take it anymore. So he hopped out, leaving Maggie in to just ashes. Now, Mr. Paseo did not even care that he let Maggie stay in the truck. Why? Because he believed that in the future, the greater being was going to allow him to be with Maggie and his first wife and live happy ever after. I want you to think about that. Someone volunteering to be put on death row. And the city of South Carolina basically went through with it. I call it helping someone commit suicide. I want to list some of the opposing people's views on why they're for the death penalty. You know, many say that the death penalty, we should just kill them. Let's not house them in our prison systems. It's too expensive to keep them there. Well, actually, there's no truth in that. It's actually more expensive to house people than it is, it's less expensive to house people than it is to put them to death. Many states have misspent millions. The Seattle University studied this, and they said that each death penalty case costs an average of $1 million or more than the similar cases where that was not an option. So let's just kill that little opinion, because it's not a fact. Okay, number two. The death penalty, it proves to give, the families and the victims prolong their suffering. That's not true either. That's just a short solution or a temporary solution to the bigger problem. That doesn't leave these victims. That doesn't leave the families. Their pain is prolonged through all these court trials and stuff. Sitting them time and time again, badgering them on the witness stand. What happened? What happened? What happened? This person doesn't even care. So how is it helping those families and those victims? Now, we want to say that capital punishment deters other criminals from doing these acts of violence. Wrong again. So you mean to tell me that because I decided to execute someone yesterday, no one was murdered today. Or I decided to